Good to see you.
Good to see you. Mr. Secretary John, today Israel and America are united in grief. Palestinian terrorists murdered yesterday a young mother and father, leaving 4 little orphans. A gunman brutally murdered 9 innocent Americans. I appreciated your strong statement of condemnation. I have to say that I've yet to hear any condemnation from President Abbas and the Palestinian Authority. Worse, I heard senior officials from his Fatah movement praise this action. They say this is the way to go. No, it's not the way to go. The way to go for any conceivable arrangement is to fight terrorism and to make sure that terrorism reaps no rewards.
Well, Mr. Prime Minister, I'm glad that we have an opportunity to be able to talk today. And I express again today, as we did yesterday, not only our condolences, but our condemnation for this violence, which has no place anywhere at any time. And our hearts go out to the families of Israelis who have been lost, but our hearts go out to people in Oregon, too, where we've had our own violence in our country. And President Obama spoke very eloquently and powerfully to it yesterday. So that's really what brings me here today to talk to you about is the violence. Too much, particularly in your part of the world. And you know this because you live with it every single day. So we have a lot to talk about. I think there are ways to cooperate, to take constructive steps that can address this over the long term, which is something we have worked on together and that we need to work on. So we're sharing with you the grief that Israel feels today. I hope we can share also the efforts going forward that can reduce and maybe ultimately one day even eliminate any families having to go through these kinds of losses.
Well, that's a hope we share. And I have to say, John, that any path forward requires one thing. You have to fight terror. And the terrorists are there. The fanaticism, the zealotry is there, and we have no choice but to fight them. But when we hear incitement, that worse, when we hear praise for the terrorists from our supposed peace partners, we say, cut that out. Yeah. Start fighting terror. You won't, we will. But that's the call that the international community must place on the Palestinian Authority and immediately. But I want to make it clear, we're going to fight these terrorists. And we're going to fight them in ways that they will understand makes terrorism not worthy its actions and not garner any rewards.
Thank you, Fred.
Thank you.